The journey begins before the world awakens, doesn't it? It's in those hushed moments, just as the first sliver of light kisses the horizon. In that sacred place of Pompeii, the atmosphere is simply timeless. The sun, you see, it doesn't just rise. It performs a soft, ancient ritual, painting the silent stone ruins with hues of gold and rose. It's a gentle awakening, a slow unburdening of the night's darkness, and it teaches us a powerful lesson about beginnings. There's no sense of rush or haste here, only the profound quiet of endurance. The air, still cool from the night, carries the faint, clean scent of earth and old stone, a fragrance that speaks of millennia. It's an epic stillness, where the weight of history hangs not heavily, but with a peaceful, grounding presence. This isn't just about a city that was lost. It's about the quiet strength required for a new day to dawn, to reclaim the light after a long, difficult night. It's a quiet testament to survival. The shadows, long and deep, begin to retreat, pulled back by an invisible hand. They unveil the intricate details of a forgotten world, cobblestone path, the curve of a forgotten fountain. There's a certain mysticism in how the light reveals these ancient truths. It's a process, not a sudden event, much like our own personal journeys of discovery. You can't rush the light, just as you can't rush wisdom. Everything unfolds in its own time, with its own graceful fortitude. That first whisper of sound is subtle, a secret shared between the land and the sky. It's the distant call of a bird, a solitary voice breaking the profound silence. It's a sound that doesn't demand attention, but simply exists, a gentle reminder that life continues, that new beginnings are always possible, even after immense suffering. This quiet moment is a lesson in perspective, a reminder that even in stillness, there is a pulse, a rhythm of life that beats on, a quiet fortitude that is unyielding. And if you listen closely, beyond the bird's call, you'll hear the gentle rustle of wind. It's not a blustery, aggressive wind. No, it's a soft, patient breeze that dances through the sparse, ancient trees. It's a feeling of light, almost ethereal, a breath of air that has traversed centuries. It's a constant, and in that constancy, there is hope. It's the same wind that might have brushed against the faces of those who once walked these very paths. It connects us to their struggles, their everyday life, and their enduring spirit. Then a new sound enters the scene, a deliberate, rhythmic whisper. It's the slow, steady sweep of a broom on a dusty path. The bristles gently push away the overnight accumulation of fine soil, a mundane task that holds a deep, contemplative meaning. It is an act of care, of respect for the past, of preparing the way for the day's work. It's a moment that captures the essence of perseverance, of doing a small, consistent task with great purpose. It is a quiet metaphor for our own lives. This scene, so full of peace and deep roots, offers a chance for profound reflection. It's an epic invitation to pause. Think about your own mornings. Are they rushed, a blur of alarms and obligations? Or do they hold a moment, even a small one, of this same quiet strength? We're all on this great journey, facing our own trials and tribulations. The ancient practice of simply slowing down can be a radical act of transformation. It's about reclaiming your inner power, one quiet breath at a time. This isn't just a historical truth. It's a living lesson. When you're dealing with life's struggles, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the conflict and strife. But imagine you are the archaeologist in this early morning light. You aren't trying to move a mountain. You're just gently sweeping a single path. You're focusing on one small, manageable action. That is a survival tactic, a piece of ancient wisdom that we can apply to our own modern challenges. The light follows the darkness, always. So, how do we apply this? You could start with a simple ritual. Instead of immediately checking your phone, take the first 5 minutes of your day just for you. Sit by a window and watch the light change, or just listen to the sounds outside. It's a small investment with a huge payoff for your spirit. It's a way of honoring this moment, of practicing a form of quiet strength that's been part of our heritage for millennia. It's a silent battle against the noise of the world, and it's a battle you can win. This practice can create a foundation of fortitude. You can build on it. Maybe you add a moment of journaling, a time to just let your thoughts flow without judgment. This kind of intentionality is a key to overcoming adversity. It's about creating a space for yourself, a sacred refuge in the midst of chaos. It's an ancient pathway to finding clarity. The quiet struggles we face internally are often best met with a quiet, deliberate response, a form of unyielding resilience. The air here seems to hold secrets. The very atoms seem to vibrate with the stories of a lost civilization. You can almost sense the whispers of their traditions, their myths, their everyday lives. It's a humbling feeling, a deep connection to our shared origins. It's a reminder that we are all part of a larger human narrative, a continuous chain of survival and courage. There's a certain magic in that, a powerful reminder of our deep roots. Think of it like this. Your morning is the archaeological site of your day. It's a fresh canvas. Every gentle action you take, every slow breath, every quiet moment of reflection is like a careful sweep of the brush. You're not just getting ready for your day. You're uncovering a new layer of yourself. You are the archaeologist of your own life, revealing your inner power and your capacity for transformation, one gentle action at a time. This is a tale of personal endurance. There is no rush here. The city has waited for nearly 2,000 years. It can wait a few moments more. The very stones seem to absorb the new light with a deep, silent knowing. It's an age-old wisdom passed down through the earth itself. It's a lesson in patience, in trust, in the knowledge that what is meant to be revealed will be revealed in its own due time. It's a profound journey, and the air, still and cool, feels like a time capsule. You can almost feel the presence of the people who once filled these streets with their energy, their laughter, their battles, and their heartbreak. We are connected to them not just through history, but through this shared, human experience of life's struggles. Their existence was a testament to grit, and in their suffering, there was a profound strength. This tranquility offers a path to find the same kind of peace within ourselves. When the chaos of the world feels too loud, too fast, you can return to this image in your mind, the soft light, the quiet ruins, the gentle sweep of the broom. It is a mental refuge, a place to reset your spirit. This mental escape is a survival story in its own right, a tool for modern-day overcoming. It's a way to reclaim your tranquility, one thought at a time. The dawn at Pompeii is more than just a beautiful sight. It is a profound lesson in perspective and ancient knowledge. It's an epic tale of a city that was buried, but never truly lost. Its mysteries and secrets are still there, waiting. And the same goes for us. We too have mysteries and secrets buried within, layers of ourselves waiting to be uncovered, waiting for the gentle light of a new day. This quiet path is a time-honored tradition of self-discovery. This quiet, steady rhythm is the opposite of the frantic pace of modern life. It's a deliberate choice, a countercultural act of wisdom. It says, I will not be rushed. I will not be consumed by the noise. Instead, you choose to be present, to be mindful, and to find a quiet fortitude that has always been a part of the human spirit. It is an act of courage, a subtle rebellion, and a beautiful transformation. Think about the contrast. The world outside these walls is already buzzing with activity, deadlines, and demands. But here, the only demand is stillness. It's a sanctuary, a sacred space where the noise of the outside world simply can't reach you. This is the power of setting a scene, of creating a moment for yourself, a practice that can be applied to any moment of your day. It's about building an inner legacy of peace. And so, the quiet sweep of the broom continues, a metaphor for a life lived with purpose and with grace. It's not about the big, dramatic gestures. It's about the small, consistent actions that add up to something truly meaningful. It's about finding that quiet strength that allows you to face the day, to face life's challenges with a sense of calm and resolve. It's about being unyielding in your pursuit of tranquility. The soft light, now a bit brighter, begins to highlight the faint carvings on the stones, the subtle marks left by hands long ago. These are the forgotten heroes, the everyday people whose lives were a testament to fortitude. Their tales are etched into the very fabric of this place. This gentle morning light is a spotlight on their quiet struggles, a reminder that their ancient practices still have lessons for us today. This is a story of hope. Even in the face of immense suffering, in a world that was suddenly and brutally unforgiving, there was a human spirit that endured. The city itself, in its patient preservation, is an example of that. It waited, and now it shares its secrets. The lessons are right there, waiting for us to find them. This journey is one of discovery, both of the past and of our own potential. As the sun climbs higher, the air warms, but the quiet remains. It's a profound, spiritual kind of quiet that sinks into your bones. This feeling is a reminder of our origins, of a time when life was simpler, perhaps, but no less challenging. It's a humbling feeling to stand on a path that was last walked by someone 1,000 years ago, and to feel a sense of connection, a sense of shared humanity. The soft, steady motion of the broom, the gentle light, the quiet air, it all works together to create a feeling of peace that can't be rushed. This is not about a quick fix or a shortcut. It's about a long-term investment in your well-being, in your inner peace. It's about recognizing that true wisdom comes from stillness, from allowing yourself to be present in the moment, from honoring the ancient wisdom of a slower pace. This is an epic tale, not of gods and monsters, but of a quiet, unyielding city and the resilient souls who once called it home. Their legacy is not in their battles, but in the simple, quiet fortitude of their everyday lives. We can learn so much from their existence, from their struggles, and from their courage. It is a story that continues to unfold, one gentle brushstroke at a time, one quiet dawn at a time. The air here feels different. It feels like a promise that no matter what has happened, a new day always begins. A promise that there are always new mysteries to uncover, new stories to be found. A promise that there is always hope, always a way forward. This feeling is a gift, a powerful piece of ancient knowledge that can transform how you see the world and how you see yourself. So, how do we take this beyond just a thought? Let's get practical. To find this kind of peace, you could try a simple guided meditation focused on morning light and breath, or you could explore poetry from ancient cultures. Poets like Rumi or Lao Tzu understood the power of stillness and the spirit. Their timeless words can become a tool, a new broom for your own internal path, helping to sweep away the mental dust. This isn't just a story about Pompeii. It's a story about human endurance. The city itself, so grand and vibrant, was brought to its knees, but it did not disappear. It was simply transformed, preserved, its secrets held safe by the earth. This is a powerful metaphor for our own lives. We too can face trials and strivings and still find a way to endure, to transform, to reveal a quiet strength we never knew we had. The soft light and the silence are a gift, an opportunity for reflection that we rarely get in our busy world. It's a chance to stop, to breathe, and to remember that we are part of something much bigger than ourselves. We are connected to a long history of human struggle and triumph, and our own experiences are just one small part of that great, ongoing tale. This is a rediscovery of wisdom. You know, there's a reason we're so drawn to these stories. It's because deep down, we crave this sense of peace. We crave the quiet fortitude that these ancient paths and lost stories represent. We want to believe that even after immense suffering, even after hardship, there is a chance for light to return. That is a timeless desire, and it is a universal one. The dawn at Pompeii is a masterclass in patience. The archaeologists don't rush. They know that every layer of dust, every fragile shard, has a story to tell, and that story will only be revealed if they move with care. This is a lesson we all need to learn. In our rush to get to the end, to find the answer, we often miss the journey. But the real wisdom is found in the careful, gentle process. This is not a lecture, it's a conversation. I'm just sharing what this quiet place reveals, and how those lessons can be a guiding light for our own lives. Think of this as a form of ancient knowledge, offered to you freely, a way to empower your spirit to face whatever challenges come your way. It's a truth that has been whispered through the centuries, and now you are listening. The soft rustle of the wind, the gentle sweep of the broom, these are the sounds of transformation. They are the sounds of a new day being born, of a legacy being revealed. They are the sounds of hope. And as the day begins to stir, these quiet sounds promise that there is so much more to be found, so many more secrets waiting just beneath the surface. It's an epic journey of discovery that has just begun. A lot of people feel like their lives are a series of trials, one after another. And that's a historical truth, isn't it? The suffering of the past wasn't so different from the struggles we face today, just with different technologies. But the key to overcoming is to find those quiet moments of strength, to understand that our lives are part of a continuous narrative of survival. This place, in its silence, offers us a form of deep reflection. The lack of modern noise gives our minds a chance to breathe, to rest, and to process. This kind of peace is a powerful tool for self-discovery and for finding the fortitude to face the trials of our own lives. It's a form of quiet strength. The lessons here are not just in the big historical moments, but in the small, almost unnoticeable details. It's in the way the light touches the stone, the way the wind whispers a forgotten tale. These are the life's lessons that matter most, the ones that touch our spirit and remind us of our deep roots, our ancient heritage. This is an unyielding story, not in its brutality, but in its persistence. The city persisted, the memory of its people persisted, and the lessons it holds persist. It's a reminder that even in the face of what seems like total destruction, there is always a core of something strong that remains. And the air here, so clean and so still, feels like an ancient secret, a secret that only a few get to experience. A secret that tells you that you don't need a grand gesture to make a difference in your life. You don't need a massive change. You just need to show up with a steady hand and a quiet spirit, ready to do the work. This is a story of quiet battles. The battles against time, against forgetfulness, against the frantic pace of the modern world. And in these quiet battles, we find a different kind of courage, a kind of courage that is patient, kind, and incredibly resilient. This is the truth of human survival stories. So, as you go about your own day, remember this image: the dawn at Pompeii, the slow, gentle light, the quiet sweep of the broom. It is a reminder that you have the power to create your own quiet space, your own sanctuary, no matter where you are. It's an ancient practice of finding peace in a chaotic world. And what about that sound of the broom? It's a very specific sound, isn't it? A sound of work, of dedication, but also of peace. It's a sound that says, I am here, I am present, and I am taking care of this. You could bring this into your own life. When you wash the dishes or do laundry, don't rush. Take a moment to just be with the task. You'll be surprised at the peace you find. The spirit of this place is one of unyielding endurance. It has been tested and tried, and yet it remains. Its stories are not told with grand gestures, but with the subtle whispers of its ancient pathways. It is a powerful reminder that true strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it is the most silent force of all. This is a story of an epic journey, of a city that has traveled through time to share its wisdom. It's a tale of overcoming adversity, of finding light in the deepest darkness. It's an invitation to a different kind of existence, one rooted in peace and in the deep lessons of history. Think of those who once lived here. Their lives were filled with trials, with the constant striving for survival. But they also found joy, community, and hope. Their legacy is a reminder that no matter what we face, there is always a way to find meaning and purpose. The air here feels heavy with a gentle truth, a truth that is both simple and profound. The suffering was real, the darkness was real, but so was the light, so was the community, so was the love, and so was the courage. This is the heart of every story of human fortitude. This is an unyielding piece of history, an unyielding story of human resilience. It has been buried, but it has not been forgotten. Its lessons are still here, and they are here for us to find, to learn from, and to carry forward. This is the essence of our ancient heritage. The soft morning light at Pompeii is a metaphor for so much. It's a metaphor for healing, for transformation, for a new beginning. It's a reminder that even after the darkest night, the sun will always rise. And with it, a new day full of hope and new discoveries begins. The city sleeps, a gentle, patient slumber, but it holds so many tales, so many secrets, so many lessons, and all it takes is a little bit of quiet, a little bit of patience, and a steady hand to begin to uncover them. This is the great promise of this epic journey. This is a story about the unyielding human spirit. It is a story about how, even in the face of immense tragedy and unforgiving circumstances, there is always a legacy of strength, of courage, and of hope that remains. It is a truth that is as old as time itself. And as the light continues to spread, revealing more and more of this forgotten world, you can't help but feel a sense of peace, a sense of deep, abiding connection to our past and to our shared humanity. This is a gift, a moment of profound reflection and ancient wisdom. The dawn at Pompeii is a quiet masterpiece. It doesn't shout its wisdom, it simply reveals it, one soft ray of light at a time. This is a tale of quiet strength, of a city and a people who endured, leaving behind a timeless message for us all. And as we continue our journey, there's so much more to see, so much more to learn.
They unveil the
tools
intricate
are waiting.
details of a forgotten
You know,
world, a
it's funny
cobblestone
how we
path,
often think
the
of great
curve of a
discoveries
forgotten
as something
fountain.
dramatic,
There's a certain
something
mysticism
found
in
with
how
a
the
shout
light
or a flash
reveals
of light.
these ancient truths.
But the real story,
it's the distant
true
call of a
journey,
bird, a
begins with
solitary
something far
voice
more humble.
breaking the profound
It begins
silence.
with the tools.
It's a sound that
The
doesn't
tools of
demand
discovery
attention,
are not
but
grand
simply
or imposing.
exists. A gentle
They're often just a
reminder
simple
that
trowel
life
and a
continues,
soft brush.
that new beginnings
These
are
are the ancient
always possible,
pathways to the
even
past,
after
a symbol
immense
of a
suffering.
quiet strength
This quiet
that has
moment
nothing
is a
to do
lesson
with
in
brute force,
perspective,
and
a
everything
reminder
to
that
do
even
with
in
patience
stillness
and care.
there is a pulse.
Just
a rhythm
hold
of
one
life
in your mind's
that
eye
beats
for a
on,
moment.
a quiet
A small
fortitude
trowel.
that is unyielding.
Its wooden
It's a
handle
process,
is smooth,
not a sudden
worn
event.
by countless
Much
hands.
like our own
Its metal
personal
blade,
journeys of discovery,
flat and straight,
you can't rush the
is
light,
designed
just
not
as
for
you
scooping,
can't rush wisdom.
but for scraping.
Everything unfolds
It's an unyielding
in its own
blade,
time,
but in the
with its
hands
own
of the right
graceful
person,
fortitude.
it becomes a tool
That
of
first
immense
whisper of
gentleness.
sound is subtle.
This is a story
secret
of
shared
subtlety,
between the land
of how
and
the
the sky.
smallest and most
It's the
unassuming
distant call of a
instruments
bird,
can be the
a
key to
solitary
unlocking
voice
the greatest
breaking the
secrets of our
profound
heritage.
silence. It's
It's
a
a
sound
timeless
that
tale
doesn't
of
demand
purpose.
attention,
The
but
touch of it in
simply
your hand
exists.
is a lesson
A
in
gentle
itself.
reminder that
The
life
smooth,
continues,
cool wood
that
against
new
your palm,
beginnings are always
the weight
possible,
of the
even
metal.
after immense suffering.
There's a certain
This
grit
quiet
to the
moment
experience,
is a lesson
a
in
connection
perspective,
to the very
a
earth
reminder
itself.
that even in stillness
This
there is a
isn't just
pulse,
about finding
a rhythm of
things.
life that
It's
beats
about a
on,
relationship
a quiet
with the ground,
fortitude that is
a
unyielding.
conversation through touch. Every subtle vibration, every slight shift in texture, tells a part of the story. It's a form of ancient knowledge, a kind of communication that goes beyond words, a survival tactic learned over generations of uncovering. And then there's the brush. Ah, the brush. Its bristles are soft, almost feathery, meant to whisk away the finest grains of dust without disturbing the fragile object beneath. It's a tool of profound tenderness. This is where the wisdom of the process truly reveals itself. You don't just find something, you unveil it. You treat it with reverence, with respect for the life it once touched, for the enduring spirit that it represents. It's a process of quiet strength and deep reflection. This epic journey of discovery teaches us a fundamental lesson about our own lives. We often rush to the big picture, to the grand conclusion, but the real work, the real transformation, is in the small, repetitive actions. Just as the archaeologist uses their tools to reveal the past, we too need our own tools to uncover the deeper truths of our own being. This is a tale of inner power and quiet struggles. Think of it this way. What are the tools in your own life that help you reveal your true self? Perhaps it's a journal, a modern trowel for scraping away the day's debris and revealing your true thoughts. You can use it to explore your deepest feelings, to trace the origins of your own resilience. Or maybe it's the quiet solitude of a morning walk, a gentle brush to clear the mind's fog. The power of these simple tools is immense, and it's a lesson in endurance. This isn't about some complex, mystical ritual. No, it's about ancient practices of finding peace in simple tasks. It's about being mindful. When you use a trowel, your focus is entirely on the blade, on the feel of the earth. When you use a brush, your focus is on the object's fragile surface. This kind of singular focus is a powerful tool for overcoming adversity and for facing life's struggles with a sense of calm. You know, the archaeologists have a saying, the context is everything. The moment you pull an object from the earth, its relationship to everything around it is lost. And so, the real work is in the documentation, the patient, meticulous recording of every detail before it's gone. This is a profound lesson for us. How often do we rush through life without appreciating the context of our own stories? This is a survival tactic for the mind. Just as they use a trowel to carefully define the edges of a pit, we can use our tools to define the boundaries of our own lives. A calendar, for example, is a tool for setting intentions. A simple to-do list is a way to gently, but firmly outline a path forward. These are tools of fortitude, of a quiet strength that helps us navigate the trials and tribulations of our existence. This is a tale of deep roots and a timeless pursuit of order. The feeling of a brush, so soft, so deliberate, reminds me of the power of gentle touch. We can be so rough with ourselves, so critical, so unforgiving. But this is a lesson in a different way of being. Be gentle with your own spirit. Be patient. Don't just dig into your problems. Brush away the layers with care. This is a form of self-love, an ancient and powerful one, a source of inner power. And you see, there's a certain wisdom in the simplicity of these tools. A trowel and a brush have been used for centuries, their design perfected over time. They don't have screens or apps or notifications. They demand your full presence. They are a physical anchor to the present moment, a powerful antidote to the chaos of modern life. This is a lesson in overcoming. This epic journey of discovery isn't about finding a treasure chest full of gold. It's about finding a single, broken pot, a small fragment of bone, a piece of a story. And the tools reflect that. They are made for the small finds, the quiet struggles, the bits of forgotten worlds that hold the most profound lessons. Their purpose is to reveal the truth, one delicate layer at a time. This isn't a race, it's a dance, a slow, methodical dance between the hand, the tool, and the earth. And as you watch the archaeologists at work, you can't help but feel a sense of peace. It's a reminder that not everything has to be a battle. Some of life's most meaningful work can be done with a gentle touch, with a spirit of quiet fortitude. This is a story of resilience and strength. The touch of the trowel against the hardened ash, the soft rustle of the brush, these are the sounds of transformation. It's the sound of the past becoming the present, of a lost story being found. And as you listen, you realize that the same is true for your own life. You are constantly in a process of transformation, of uncovering your own past, and of creating your own legacy. Think about the contrast. We live in a world of complex machines, of high-tech devices designed to do everything for us. But the most important discoveries, both historical and personal, are often made with the most basic tools. This is a powerful message about our own origins, about the deep roots of our humanity. It is an age-old wisdom about simplicity. And what about those moments when you feel stuck, like you're not making any progress? That's when you remember the archaeologist. They can spend days, weeks, even months, just carefully scraping and brushing without a single major find. But they keep going. Why? Because they trust the process. They trust their tools. This is a timeless lesson in perseverance. This epic journey is a testament to the power of focus. When you are using that brush, every ounce of your attention is on that one tiny spot. The world outside disappears. All the worries, all the anxieties, they just fade away. This is a practical example of a survival tactic for a busy mind, a way of finding peace amidst the chaos. This is a tale of unyielding commitment. The archaeologist doesn't give up. They believe in the story that's waiting to be told. They have an unwavering faith in the past, in the heritage of humanity. We can apply this to our own lives too. We can have an unyielding faith in our own potential, in our own capacity for greatness, for triumph. The tools themselves seem to hold a kind of ancient wisdom. They are not just objects. They are a bridge between the hands of the present and the secrets of the past. They are a symbol of courage, of striving, of the quiet battles that are fought every single day in the name of discovery. This is a story of quiet strength. You see, it's all connected. The struggle of the archaeologist, the endurance of the city, the resilience of the human spirit. It's all part of the same grand historical truth. And the tools, so simple and so humble, are the key to unlocking it all. They are the instruments of a deep, profound transformation. The tools tell us a lot about the people who used them, too. They tell us about their dedication, their patience, and their commitment to their craft. They are a tangible piece of a lost story, a rediscovered wisdom, and a reminder that every action, no matter how small, can have a huge impact. This is a story that goes beyond mere history. It's about life's struggles and how we overcome them. It's about finding light in the darkness, about finding hope in the face of what seems like an unforgiving fate. The tools are a physical reminder that we have the power to reveal something beautiful, something true. Think of the patience it must take. Day after day, scraping and brushing, with no guarantee of a major find. This is a powerful lesson in grit. The kind of grit that says, I may not know what's coming, but I'm going to keep working, keep striving, keep moving forward. This is a survival tactic for the long haul. The gentle, almost meditative nature of using these tools is a lesson in mindfulness. It is a form of active meditation. Your hands are busy, your mind is focused, and your spirit is at peace. This is an ancient practice that our modern world desperately needs. It's a way to find inner power. This is a tale about the beauty of the process, not just the outcome. The archaeologist doesn't just celebrate the find. They celebrate every gentle scrape, every moment of progress. We can learn from this. We can learn to celebrate our own small, quiet victories. This is the essence of a fulfilled life, a deep journey. The tools are a physical reminder of the human spirit's unyielding nature. They are a symbol of our ability to face trials and still continue to build, to create, to uncover. This is a story of fortitude and strength, and it is a timeless one. They are not just tools, they are companions on this epic journey of discovery. They are the friends who help you reveal the secrets that are hidden, the mysteries that are buried. They are a part of the story, and in a way, they are the story itself. And what about that feeling of the soft bristles? It's a reminder to be gentle with yourself. You're a work in progress. You're still being uncovered, and that's okay. You have your own deep roots, your own ancient heritage, your own legacy of unyielding strength. This is an unyielding piece of history, an unyielding story of human resilience. It has been buried, but it has not been forgotten. Its lessons are still here, and they are here for us to find, to learn from, and to carry forward. This is the essence of our ancient heritage. The soft morning light at Pompeii is a metaphor for so much. It's a metaphor for healing, for transformation, for a new beginning. It's a reminder that even after the darkest night, the sun will always rise. And with it, a new day full of hope and new discoveries begins. The city sleeps, a gentle, patient slumber. But it holds so many tales, so many secrets, so many lessons. And all it takes is a little bit of quiet, a little bit of patience, and a steady hand to begin to uncover them. This is the great promise of this epic journey. This is a story about the unyielding human spirit. It is a story about how even in the face of immense tragedy and unforgiving circumstances, there is always a legacy of strength, of courage, and of hope that remains. It is a truth that is as old as time itself. And as the light continues to spread, revealing more and more of this forgotten world, you can't help but feel a sense of peace, a sense of deep, abiding connection to our past and to our shared humanity. This is a gift, a moment of profound reflection and ancient wisdom. The dawn at Pompeii is a quiet masterpiece. It doesn't shout its wisdom, It simply reveals it, one soft ray of light at a time. This is a tale of quiet strength, of a city and a people who endured, leaving behind a timeless message for us all. And as we continue our journey, there's so much more to see, so much more to learn. It's time to begin the slow, gentle process. You've got the tools in your mind, haven't you? The cool, worn handle of the trowel, the soft bristles of the brush. But the real lesson, the true wisdom, comes not from the tools themselves, but from the way they're used. This is the part of the journey where patience becomes an epic act of endurance. It's a slow, gentle process, a kind of meditative dance between the archaeologist and the earth. And it teaches us so much about life, about overcoming, and about the deep roots of our own resilience. Imagine the rhythm of it all, the slow, deliberate scrape of the trowel, not digging in, but carefully skimming the surface. It's a rhythmic sound, a whisper of metal against fine soil. It's a testament to unyielding focus, a form of quiet strength that says, I will not rush this. I will honor the process. Every scrape is a small victory, a single step on an ancient pathway. It's the antithesis of our hurried, modern world, and in that, there is a profound peace. The entire process is a lesson in letting go of our need for instant gratification. The secrets of the past aren't revealed with a flick of a switch. They're uncovered with thousands of gentle, repetitive motions. This is a survival tactic for the spirit in an age of constant stimulation. It's about finding satisfaction in the slow, painstaking work itself, not just in the final outcome. It's a journey of transformation. Think of the sensory details, the fine dust that sifts through your fingers, almost like a soft powder, the way it catches the light and dances in the air. The feeling of a subtle change in the soil's composition, a slightly different texture, a hint of something more clay-like or gritty that is the only clue that you've just crossed a threshold in time. These are the quiet struggles, the unseen battles that an archaeologist faces every day. This is a powerful reflection on life's struggles. We're so often looking for a quick fix, a simple solution to a complex problem. But the great, enduring truths, the ones that build real fortitude, are found in the slow, consistent work. This is an epic lesson in perseverance. It's about showing up every day and doing the small, difficult tasks with grace and with grit, knowing that it will eventually lead to something beautiful. The archaeologist knows that every layer is a chapter, a distinct moment in time. They don't skip chapters. They read them all, carefully and meticulously, in the right order. This is a crucial piece of ancient knowledge. We too must honor our own history, the layers of our own experiences, and not try to leap ahead. The wisdom is in the journey, in understanding the origins of our own strength. This slow, methodical approach is a form of courage. It takes a certain kind of fortitude to work for weeks or months without a major find, to believe in the process when the evidence isn't immediately apparent. It's a kind of faith. This is a timeless lesson about hope, about believing in something that you can't yet see. And that kind of belief, my friend, is a source of immense inner power. This is a tale of quiet battles. The battle against impatience, against frustration, against the temptation to just dig faster. It's a battle fought with a simple trowel and a steady hand. These are the battles that build character, that forge the kind of unyielding spirit that has defined our ancient heritage for millennia. This is the essence of a survival story. How can you apply this to your own life? It's simple, but not easy. If you're trying to learn a new skill, don't expect to be an expert overnight. Take it one small step at a time. For instance, if you want to learn to paint, Start with just one line, then another, then another. Focus on the process, not the masterpiece. A great book that teaches this mindset is Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's all about those small, gentle steps that lead to massive transformation. The slow process is a kind of rebellion against the unforgiving nature of the modern world. It's a way of saying, I choose to move at a pace that honors my spirit, not a pace that drains it. This is an act of empowerment. It's about reclaiming your own time and your own energy, a deeply humanizing act that connects us to ancient practices of living with intentionality and purpose. The sound of the brush, so soft, so delicate, is a reminder of the need for tenderness in our lives, not just with the things we find, but with ourselves. We can be so rough, so demanding, but this process teaches us to be gentle, to be patient, to clean away the debris of our past with care, not with force. This is a profound form of self-love and reflection, a timeless act of healing. And this feeling of slow, steady work is a powerful antidote to anxiety. When you're focused on a task that requires your full attention, a task that moves at a gentle pace, your mind doesn't have the space to wander into worries about the past or anxieties about the future. It's a form of active meditation, a way to find your center and reconnect with your deep roots. The archaeologist knows that speed is the enemy of knowledge. The faster you dig, the more likely you are to miss something. This is a historical truth that applies to our own lives. In our rush to get somewhere, we often miss the little signs, the subtle lessons, the quiet miracles that are happening all around us. This is a lesson in wisdom and awareness. The work is not just about finding objects. It's about understanding the relationships between them. Why was this pot here? Why was this tool found next to that stone? It's a meticulous puzzle, and the slow process allows you to see the big picture. This is a powerful metaphor for life. Our experiences aren't random. They're all connected, and the slow, careful process of reflection can help us see those connections. And this is a tale of a forgotten world, a world that moved at a different pace. But the lessons from that world are not forgotten. They are here, waiting for us to rediscover their wisdom. They remind us that there is a different way to live, a way that is more grounded, more intentional, and ultimately more fulfilling. This is an adventure of a different kind. So, when you feel overwhelmed, when the challenges of life seem too big, remember this quiet process. Remember that you don't have to tackle everything at once. You can take out your mental trowel and just focus on one small section, one small task, one single step. This is the essence of resilience and a path to overcoming adversity. The silence of the dig site, punctuated only by the gentle sounds of work, is a profound form of communication. It's a dialogue between a person and the past, a story told in the quietest possible way. It's a reminder that not all important conversations are loud. In fact, some of the most meaningful ones are silent, held in the moments between breaths. The endurance of the archaeologist in the face of tedium is a powerful lesson. They don't see it as tedious. They see it as part of the epic journey. This shift in perspective is everything. It transforms a mundane task into a sacred ritual, a simple act into a profound expression of love for history and for humanity. This is a story of a quiet transformation, a metamorphosis of the earth itself, as it reveals its hidden treasures. And you are a part of that transformation, a witness to a process that is both ancient and deeply personal. It's a reminder that every day holds the potential for a new discovery, a new piece of ancient knowledge. The tools and the process are a living embodiment of the human spirit. They show our capacity for patience, for persistence, for finding beauty in the slow, meticulous work. They are a testament to our collective heritage, our timeless desire to understand who we are and where we came from. This is not a story of sacrifice or conflict, but of a quiet, unyielding commitment to the truth of a forgotten world, a world of struggles and survival, of community and hope. And all of it is being revealed, one gentle brushstroke at a time. It's an epic tale of a city that was lost, but its wisdom was not. The feeling of the sun on your back, the soft whisper of the wind, the rhythmic scrape of the trowelets, all part of the same beautiful, unhurried rhythm. This is what it means to be truly present, to be fully immersed in the moment, to find peace in the smallest of details. This is a tale of courage, the courage to be patient in a world that demands speed, the courage to trust the process, even when you can't see the end, the courage to be still. It is a form of unyielding strength that is a part of our deep roots, our ancient heritage. The archaeologist's work is a lesson in the unyielding power of small actions. A single scrape, a single brushstroke, over and over again, eventually reveals a masterpiece. This is a historical truth that is so simple, so clear, and so profoundly inspiring. It shows us that every small act of perseverance matters. And so, we continue this gentle journey. We've explored the quiet morning, we've felt the simple tools in our hands, and now we are a part of the slow, gentle process. The stage is set, the scene is perfect, the atmosphere is one of profound peace, and just beneath the surface, a hint of something more is waiting to be revealed. A tiny, faint hint of color. So, you've got your trowel in hand, you're working with that slow, patient rhythm, and the world has fallen away. You're deep into the heart of the process, and you've learned the wisdom of perseverance. But then, a moment arrives that changes everything. It's a quiet moment, you understand, not a loud one. It's a subtle shift, a whisper from the past, an epic discovery that feels more like a gentle revelation. You're scraping away the fine volcanic ash, layer by painstaking layer, when you see it. It's a glimpse of something that doesn't belong, something vibrant, something alive, against the monotonous grey of the ash. It's the first sliver of color. Maybe it's a deep, rich Roman red, so vibrant it seems to defy its 2,000-year burial. Or perhaps it's a brilliant ochre yellow, a golden flash of sunlight that has been hiding in the darkness. It's an age-old secret, suddenly revealed. This is a powerful, almost mystical moment, a testament to the unyielding beauty that can survive even the most unforgiving circumstances. The instant you see that color, everything slows down even more. The trowel is put away, and the soft brush becomes your only tool. You begin to work with a new kind of reverence, a newfound sense of purpose. This is the heart of the journey, the moment when the abstract idea of history becomes a tangible, breathtaking reality. This is a quiet strength that has nothing to do with brute force, and everything to do with gentle care. It's a story of courage and deep roots. This moment teaches us a valuable lesson about our own lives. We often get so focused on the big picture, on the large, grey landscapes of our challenges, that we forget to look for the small bursts of color. But these are the things that give us hope, that remind us of the beauty that is always present, even when it's hidden by the dust of our everyday life. This is a tale of finding light in the darkness, a form of inner power. Think about it. We're all facing our own struggles, our own trials. It's easy to get lost in the monotony, in the repetitive motions of our days. But what if we started looking for those flashes of color? What if we started noticing the vibrant hue of a flower on our way to work, or the brilliant orange of a sunset? This is a survival tactic for the spirit. It's a way to find joy and peace in the midst of conflict and strife, a practice of mindful observation. The feeling of seeing that first color is like rediscovering something you didn't even know was lost. It's a moment of pure, unadulterated awe. It's a connection to the person who chose that specific shade, who held that brush and painted that mural so many centuries ago. You are, for a fleeting moment, a part of their world, a part of their ancient practices and their artistic legacy. This is a story of human heritage, of a shared history that connects us all. The people of Pompeii didn't just build homes. They built beautiful, colorful worlds inside them. And even after immense suffering, even after the darkness, that beauty remained. This is a timeless lesson about resilience and the enduring nature of hope. It's a historical truth that is more beautiful than any myth. This quiet, breathtaking moment offers a profound reflection. It's a reminder that even when things seem bleak, when life feels like a constant struggle, there is still beauty to be found. It's a form of quiet strength, a gentle nudge to look closer, to be more present, to appreciate the small miracles that are waiting for us to find them. This discovery is a powerful example of overcoming adversity. The city was buried, its people's lives were brutally cut short, but the beauty they created was not erased. It was simply preserved, waiting for the right moment, the right person, and the right tools to bring it back to light. It is a story of perseverance, of a legacy that refused to be forgotten. The emotional impact of this find is so personal. It's not about the gold or the jewels. It's about the deep human connection. You feel a sense of camaraderie with the artist, with the family that lived in that room, with the culture that valued such artistry. It's a story of community, of shared human experience, and a powerful lesson in empathy. This is an unyielding story of art and spirit. The vibrant colors speak of life, of passion, of a desire to create something beautiful, even in the face of an unforgiving world. It's a testament to the unyielding nature of creativity, a force that continues to inspire and empower us today. How can you find your own glimpse of color? It's simple. When you're overwhelmed by a large project at work or a challenge in your personal life, take a step back. Look for the small good things that are happening. Celebrate a small victory. Acknowledging a little bit of progress is a form of transformation, a way to build your grit and fortitude. A great way to practice this is through what's called a gratitude journal. Every day, you just write down 3 small things that brought you a bit of color. Maybe it was the sound of your favorite song on the radio, or the warm feeling of the sun on your skin, or the kind smile of a stranger. These little moments are the frescoes of your own life, and they deserve to be seen and appreciated. This is a lesson in everyday life. The soft, patient work with the brush is a lesson in itself. You don't scrub at the color, you coax it out. You treat it with the tenderness it deserves. This is how we should treat our own dreams, our own hopes, our own spirits, with gentle care and with a deep, abiding respect for the beauty within. This is a form of ancient knowledge. The feeling of this moment, this glimpse of color, is a quiet reminder that our own efforts, our own small actions, can also create something beautiful that endures. We are all artists, creating a legacy with our lives, and every kind word, every act of courage, every moment of peace is a vibrant color on the canvas of our existence. This is a timeless truth. This is a journey of introspection. The act of finding something beautiful from the past forces us to reflect on our own lives. What colors are we adding to the world? What stories are we painting? What legacy of strength and resilience are we leaving behind? These are the questions that arise from a single glimpse of Roman red. The entire process is a form of deep reflection. The lack of modern noise, the slow pace, the singular focus, it all contributes to a sense of calm and clarity. It's an epic tale of a city that taught us how to be still, how to look deeper, how to find light in the darkest places. This isn't just about history. It's about a universal human experience. It's about finding beauty in hardship, about the triumph of spirit over suffering. It's a story of hope and of the unyielding human desire to create and to express. This is a tale of a lost story, a lost world, that is slowly being brought back to life, one tiny piece at a time. The glimpse of color is a promise of more to come, a tantalizing hint of the secrets that are still waiting to be revealed, just beneath the surface. Think about how many times people must have walked over this spot without knowing what was hidden there. It was all there, waiting. This is a powerful metaphor for our own lives. We have so much strength, so much wisdom, so much courage buried within us, just waiting for us to find it. The feeling of discovery is not just about the external find, it's about the internal transformation. It's about the feeling of profound connection, of being part of something so much bigger than yourself. It's about feeling the deep roots of our human family. The gentle process of uncovering the fresco is a powerful historical truth. It reminds us that things worth having, things worth knowing, are rarely found quickly. They require patience, they require care, and they require a deep love for the process. This is the essence of ancient wisdom. The archaeologist's work is a lesson in how to deal with life's struggles. When you're faced with an immense problem, don't try to solve it all at once. Just find one small piece of it, one small glimpse of color, and focus on that. That small act of progress can give you the hope and fortitude you need to continue. This is an unyielding story of art, of a culture that refused to be forgotten. The vibrant colors on that wall are a testament to the fact that even in the face of what seems like an unforgiving fate, there is always a way for our legacy to endure. This is a story of triumph over darkness. The soft, patient work with the brush is a form of quiet strength. It's a form of unyielding determination that says, "I will not give up on this." This is a powerful lesson for us all, a lesson in grit and perseverance. And as you stand there, looking at that small piece of vibrant color, you can't help but feel a sense of peace. The world outside, with all its noise and all its demands, seems so far away. You are connected to a time, a place, and a person, and in that connection, you find a deep sense of calm. This is a story of transformation. The ash, once a symbol of destruction, becomes a symbol of preservation. It held a secret, and now it is gently giving it up. This is a powerful reminder that even our own hardships can, in time, become a source of strength. The archaeologist knows that a single fragment of color can tell a huge story. It can speak of a family's wealth, of a culture's traditions, of an individual's sense of beauty. This is a testament to the wisdom that can be found in the smallest of things, a lesson in deep reflection. This is a story of hope. The fact that the color remained, that it endured, that it is here for us to see, is a profound statement about the resilience of the human spirit. It is a timeless message that tells us that no matter what we face, our essence, our spirit, can endure. And so, we've had our first glimpse of color. It's a beautiful moment, a powerful moment, but it is just a beginning. Because the truth is, a single piece of color is never the whole story. The real mystery, the real adventure, is in what comes next, as the fragmented story begins to unfold. From dust to detail too, the fragmented story. So, we have that first glimpse, that flash of ochre or deep red against the grey. It's a moment of pure magic, a little piece of ancient wisdom revealed. But here's the thing, and it's a crucial lesson. That piece is never the whole picture. The past, you see, comes to us in fragments. It's a series of lost stories, a scattered collection of clues. And the real epic journey isn't just in finding them, but in learning to sit with the pieces, to honor their incomplete nature. This is a tale of resilience. As the archaeologist works, more of the fresco is revealed, but it's not a perfect, pristine scene. There are gaps where the paint flaked away, cracks where the wall shifted, and empty spaces where the ash or a root system consumed the art. Maybe a small detail emerges, the curve of a pomegranate, a fruit ripe with symbolism, or the delicate tip of a bird's wing, a hint of freedom and light. It's a poignant and beautiful scene, a testament to the fact that even in a state of incompleteness, there is profound beauty and timeless meaning. This teaches us so much about our own lives and our own stories. We all have a fragmented narrative, don't we? Parts of our past are missing, lost to time or memory. There are moments of heartache, triumph, and struggle that we can only recall in glimpses, like a broken fresco. But the wisdom lies in realizing that we don't need the whole picture to appreciate the beauty of the fragment itself. This is a historical truth, a piece of ancient knowledge. The art of the archaeologist is to be okay with this, to look at a small fragment and see the entire garden seen at once represented, to see the promise of something more, even when it's not all there. This is a profound form of hope, a powerful survival tactic for our spirit in a world that often demands a perfect, polished story. It's about accepting the broken pieces and finding strength in them, an unyielding sense of purpose. And think about what that means for us. So often we feel a need to have everything figured out, to have a perfect, linear path. But life is full of challenges, of struggles, of unexpected trials. Our own personal epic journey is far from neat. We can learn from this ancient practice of finding meaning in the incomplete. You don't have to have all the answers to be whole. You are a masterpiece, even in your fragmented state. This is a story of quiet strength. The archaeologist doesn't try to force the rest of the fresco to appear. They don't rage at the lost pieces. Instead, they work with what they have, with immense care and reverence. This is the epitome of perseverance, of a silent battle against the passage of time. It's about honoring what remains, rather than lamenting what has been lost. This also invites us to use our imagination, a truly powerful tool. When you see that single bird's wing, you can imagine the whole bird in flight, soaring across a painted sky. You can imagine the person who created it, what they were thinking, what their life was like. This act of filling in the gaps is a form of deep reflection and a testament to our own creative inner power. It's how we connect with our shared heritage. This is a tale of unyielding human spirit. The art itself, even in its broken form, has a timeless quality. It has survived an unforgiving fate, a cataclysmic event, and still, it speaks to us of beauty and of everyday life. This is a powerful lesson about the enduring nature of creativity and the spirit of humanity. So, how do we apply this? A good way to start is through journaling, but not in a way that demands a perfect narrative. Think of it as creating your own archaeological record. Just write down the small, fragmented moments of your day, a funny conversation, a moment of peace, a brief feeling of joy. You don't need to connect all the dots right away. Just collect the pieces. This is a practical example of a historical truth. Another great practice is to simply reflect on a single, strong memory from your past. Maybe it's a moment from your childhood that you can only recall in glimpses. Instead of getting frustrated by the missing parts, just sit with the fragment. Let your mind gently fill in the rest. This is a profound lesson in deep roots, a way to connect with your own personal origins and your ancient pathways to who you are today. This is a tale of community, a testament to the fact that we are not meant to have all the answers alone. The archaeologist works with others, with specialists, with historians, to piece together the narrative. It's a collective effort. And so, too, should our own lives be. We need others to help us see the whole picture, to fill in the gaps, to remind us of the beauty we can't see. The feeling of standing before this fragmented fresco is both humbling and empowering. Humbling, because you realize how much of the past is gone, lost to time. Empowering, because you realize that you have the power to engage with it, to give it new life through your reflection and your imagination. This is a rediscovered wisdom, a powerful piece of ancient knowledge. The archaeologist's work here is a form of respect. They don't try to fix the fresco. They preserve it exactly as it is, with all its brokenness and all its beauty. This is a powerful lesson for us all, to respect our own stories, to honor our own past, even the parts that are broken. It's a form of grace, a profound act of self-acceptance. The fact that these small, delicate details, the curve of a pomegranate, a bird's wing have endured, is a kind of miracle. It speaks of a timeless desire for beauty and a shared human spirit that has always sought to create, even in the most difficult and unforgiving of circumstances. This is a story of survival, of a legacy that refused to be forgotten. This is a story of striving, of trying to understand something that is inherently unknowable. The archaeologist strives to know the whole story, but they know they never will. The joy is in the striving itself, in the process of discovery, in the constant journey of learning. This is a lesson in overcoming, a way to find joy in the process. This is a tale of a lost world that continues to speak to us through its fragments. It tells us that even when everything is gone, even after immense suffering and hardship, something remains, something beautiful, something true. This is the heart of every story of human fortitude and resilience. The feeling of looking at a broken fresco is one of both sadness and profound wonder. It's a bittersweet feeling, sadness for the loss, but wonder for what remains. This is a very human emotion, one that connects us across the centuries to the people who once lived there. It's a tale of forgotten heroes and a quiet strength. And you see, these fragments are not just pieces of a story. They are a direct line to the past. They are the physical proof of an everyday life that once was. They are a tangible reminder that we are all connected, that our stories are not our own, but a part of a larger, ongoing human narrative. This is an unyielding story of how, even after a great conflict, after a great tragedy, there is always a way for our legacy to endure. The ash buried the city, but it also preserved its secrets, its tales, its art. It's a powerful metaphor for our own lives, and for the way our own trials can preserve us in unexpected ways. This is a story of courage, the courage to look at something broken and still see its beauty, the courage to look at a past that is full of suffering and still find hope in it. This is a form of wisdom that is so needed in our own world, a path to finding light in the darkness. This is a tale of transformation. The art, once just a decorative piece in a home, has now become a sacred artifact, a source of deep reflection and ancient knowledge. This is a beautiful lesson about how everything in our lives, even the most mundane things, can be transformed into something more meaningful with a change in perspective. And as you look at that fragment, you can't help but feel a sense of peace, a sense of knowing that you too are a part of this ongoing human story. Your own life, with all its joys and all its sorrows, is a vital piece of the great, epic narrative. This is a timeless truth. The archaeologist knows that a single fragment of a fresco can tell a huge story. It can speak of a family's wealth, of a culture's traditions, of an individual's sense of beauty. This is a testament to the wisdom that can be found in the smallest of things, a lesson in deep reflection. This is a story of hope. The fact that the color remained, that it endured, that it is here for us to see, is a profound statement about the resilience of the human spirit. It is a timeless message that tells us that no matter what we face, our essence, our spirit can endure. And so, we've had our first glimpse of color. It's a beautiful moment, a powerful moment, but it is just a beginning. Because the truth is, a single piece of color is never the whole story. The real mystery, the real adventure, is in what comes next, as the fragmented story begins to unfold. And so, we continue this gentle journey, honoring the slow process and appreciating the fragments. Because, just a few feet away, in the corner of that very same room, the archaeologists are beginning to find other things. Things that aren't beautiful, but are just as important. Things that speak of an ordinary life, of everyday struggles, and of the simple, enduring legacy of a community. We've seen the color, we've contemplated the fragments, and our imagination has been set free. But the most profound discoveries, the ones that truly touch our soul and connect us to our ancient heritage, are often not the beautiful frescoes or the grand statues. No, the real story lies in the mundane. The epic journey of archaeology often leads us to a simple, unadorned find. It's a quiet moment when we uncover a small, carbonized object that speaks volumes about an ordinary life, about the quiet struggles and the simple triumphs of the past. Imagine the scene. The archaeologist is still on their knees, carefully brushing away the fine ash, following a path that was last walked nearly 2,000 years ago. They're not looking for a great treasure. They're simply following the clues. And then a new texture emerges from the dust. A new shape that is not a fragment of art, but a piece of a forgotten everyday life. It could be a set of simple clay bowls, stacked neatly in what was once a pantry, or a small, humble oil lamp, its purpose so clear, so timeless. These are the finds that hold the most power. The grand discoveries tell us about a city's wealth and its culture, but these small, unassuming objects tell us about its people. They tell us about their traditions, their meals, their routines. This is a powerful form of historical truth, a story of survival told not through battles or glory, but through the simple objects left behind. It's a tale of resilience and of human grit. The feeling of seeing a stack of bowls is so much more personal than seeing a large fresco. You can almost feel the weight of them, the roughness of the clay. You can imagine the hands that once held them, the meals that were eaten from them. This is a moment of deep reflection, a direct connection to a community that lived and loved and strived just like us. It's a powerful lesson in empathy and in shared humanity. We often seek greatness, we often chase after grand victories, but the truth is, the most beautiful parts of our lives are often found in the mundane. The simple act of eating a meal with family, of lighting a candle at night, of doing the dishes, these are the things that make up our existence. This is a timeless lesson, a rediscovered wisdom, and a powerful antidote to the constant pressure to be more, to do more. This is a tale of a quiet transformation. The ash, a symbol of destruction, becomes a symbol of preservation. It held these simple objects safe, protecting them from the unforgiving hand of time, so that we could one day find them and learn from their silent teachings. This is a story of hope, a reminder that even in the face of what seems like an immense tragedy, a legacy of quiet strength remains. Think about the feeling of that oil lamp. It's not just an object, it's a story of light in the darkness. It speaks of a simple, ancient practice of bringing light into a home, of creating a moment of peace and calm at the end of a long, difficult day. This is a powerful lesson for us all, a reminder that we too can create our own moments of light, our own moments of peace, no matter what our circumstances. This is a story of enduring fortitude. The people of Pompeii faced immense struggles, immense hardship, and yet they continued to live, to work, to create. They made meals, they kept their homes, they took care of their families. Their lives were a testament to unyielding courage and to the power of the human spirit to find a way to survive, to endure, and to even thrive. How do we apply this to our own lives? It's simple. Be more present in your daily life. When you're making your coffee in the morning, don't just go through the motions. Pay attention to the smell, the warmth of the mug in your hands. This is a form of mindful living. This kind of focus is a survival tactic for the spirit, a way to find peace and inner power in the midst of a chaotic world. Another great practice is to simply appreciate the objects around you. That old coffee mug, that comfortable chair, that favorite book. They're not just things. They are a part of your story, a part of your everyday life. They hold the memories, the quiet moments, the struggles and the triumphs. Acknowledging them is a form of gratitude and a way to connect with the deep roots of your own existence. This is a story of a forgotten world that speaks to us through its most humble belongings. It tells us that what we often dismiss as mundane is, in fact, sacred. The act of cooking a meal, of setting a table, of gathering with family, these are the timeless rituals that have always held our communities together, that have always been the foundation of our heritage. This is an epic tale, not of gods and heroes, but of everyday people. Their lives, filled with challenges and quiet battles, are just as important, just as inspiring. Their story is a powerful reminder that our own lives, in all their ordinariness, have a profound and enduring significance. This is a historical truth that can transform our perspective. The discovery of these simple items is a form of mysticism. It is the ability to look at something so small, so simple, and to see a whole world in it, to see a family, a home, a culture. This is a powerful lesson in awareness, in the art of truly seeing the world around you, not just looking at it. This is a tale of a peaceful existence, a simple life that was tragically cut short, but whose lessons still remain. It reminds us that our most precious moments are often the most simple ones. The moments we share with those we love, the moments of quiet contemplation, the moments of just being. The feeling of standing in that ancient pantry is one of immense gratitude. It makes you grateful for the food on your own table, for the light in your own home, for the simple comforts of your own life. This is a powerful form of reflection, a way to find contentment and inner peace. This is a story of how even in the face of an unforgiving fate, a community can leave behind a legacy of strength and resilience. They didn't just disappear, they left behind a testament to their endurance, a testament that continues to speak to us today. This is an unyielding message of hope and courage. The archaeologists' work here is a form of great respect. They treat every object, no matter how humble, with the same care and reverence as a great treasure. This is a powerful lesson for us all, a lesson in valuing the small, ordinary things that make up our lives. The discovery of a pile of carbonized figs is so personal, you can almost taste them. It's a direct sensory connection to a life that once was, a life that was both so different and so similar to our own. This is a quiet strength that comes from a deep, shared humanity. This is a story of overcoming. The people of Pompeii faced a trial unlike any other, and yet they left behind a record of their survival, of their everyday life. This is a powerful lesson that no matter what we face, we can find a way to leave our own mark on the world, to leave our own legacy of triumph. This is a tale of how a forgotten world can teach us the most important lessons. It teaches us to slow down, to appreciate the small things, to find the sacred in the mundane. It's a rediscovery of wisdom that has always been there, waiting for us to find it. This is an unyielding story of human survival. It is a story of how even after a great conflict, after a great tragedy, there is always a way for our legacy to endure. The ash buried the city, but it also preserved its secrets, its tales, its art. It's a powerful metaphor for our own lives, and for the way our own trials can preserve us in unexpected ways. This is a story of courage, the courage to look at something broken and still see its beauty. The courage to look at a past that is full of suffering and still find hope in it. This is a form of wisdom that is so needed in our own world, a path to finding light in the darkness. This is a tale of transformation. The art, once just a decorative piece in a home, has now become a sacred artifact, a source of deep reflection and ancient knowledge. This is a beautiful lesson about how everything in our lives, even the most mundane things, can be transformed into something more meaningful with a change in perspective. And as you look at that fragment, you can't help but feel a sense of peace. A sense of knowing that you too are a part of this ongoing human story. Your own life, with all its joys and all its sorrows, is a vital piece of the great epic narrative. This is a timeless truth. The archaeologist knows that a single fragment of a fresco can tell a huge story. It can speak of a family's wealth, of a culture's traditions, of an individual's sense of beauty. This is a testament to the wisdom that can be found in the smallest of things, a lesson in deep reflection. This is a story of hope, the fact that the color remained, that it endured, that it is here for us to see, is a profound statement about the resilience of the human spirit. It is a timeless message that tells us that no matter what we face, our essence, our spirit, can endure. And so, we've had our first glimpse of color. It's a beautiful moment, a powerful moment, but it is just a beginning, because the truth is, a single piece of color is never the whole story. The real mystery, the real adventure, is in what comes next, as the fragmented story begins to unfold. And now, we have found not just art, but life. The ordinary, everyday life that was so suddenly and so tragically interrupted. But the story doesn't end there, because now we must enter that space and listen. It's time to feel the profound silence that has settled in, a silence that holds a world of stories, of tales, of unspoken wisdom. The quiet of the domestic space awaits. We've found the everyday life, the humble and poignant objects that speak of routines and simple desires. Now, the archaeologist takes a step back. The work is done, for now, and it's time to enter the space itself. You find yourself standing in an ancient room, a space frozen in time, and you're struck by something more profound than any artifact. It's the silence. Not an eerie silence, but a profound, almost sacred quiet that has held this space for nearly 2,000 years. It's a powerful feeling, a kind of deep peace, The sounds of daily life have long since vanished. No voices, no footsteps, no quiet rustle of cloth. The air is still, holding no memory of a fire in the hearth or a meal cooking in the pots. This silence is a testament to the passage of time, an epic stillness that offers a different kind of wisdom. It teaches us about the impermanence of all things, but also about the enduring power of a space to hold a memory, a legacy of strength. This silence is an invitation to deep reflection. It's a challenge to our modern sensibilities, to our constant need for noise and stimulation. We fill every quiet moment with a podcast, a song, a scrolling feed. But here, in this room, there is a profound peace that can only be found in stillness. It's a historical truth that the most powerful lessons often come to us when we are willing to be quiet, to listen with more than just our ears. The silence has a texture to it. It's heavy, but not in a negative way. It's a silence filled with untold stories, with the echoes of laughter, of life's struggles, of hushed secrets and quiet battles. It's a silence that speaks of resilience, of a community that lived and loved and faced an unforgiving fate. It's an unyielding message of fortitude that fills the empty space with a kind of quiet strength. This feeling of being in a room frozen in time is a powerful experience, a humbling moment. You're standing where someone once stood, and you realize that all of their concerns, all of their triumphs and heartaches, have faded to this deep, abiding quiet. It's a lesson in perspective, a reminder that our own worries, our own conflicts and strife are also just temporary. They will pass, and the peace will remain. How do we apply this? It's simple, but it takes courage. We can create our own moments of silence in our own homes. When you get home from a long day, before you turn on the TV or your phone, just sit for 5 minutes in silence. Let the noise of the day fall away. You'll be surprised at what you find. A great way to start is with a simple meditation app, or just by setting a timer. This is a survival tactic for the modern spirit, a way to find a little bit of that ancient knowledge. The empty room is a masterpiece of unyielding preservation. It held a life, a story, a community. And even when that life was tragically cut short, the space itself held a sacred memory. This is a tale of how we, too, can hold the memories and the lessons of our past, of our own struggles, and allow them to inform our present, to empower us to live with more purpose and more grace. This silence is a form of mysticism. It's a feeling of being in the presence of something ancient and powerful, something that connects us to our deep roots, our shared human heritage. It's a feeling that tells you that you are not alone, that you are part of a long, epic journey of humanity, a continuous chain of survival. The air in the room feels different. It's clean, pure, and so still. There are no distractions. There is only you and the past, connected by this profound quiet. This is the ultimate lesson in mindfulness. It's about being fully present in the moment, with no agenda, no demands, just a deep, abiding sense of connection and peace. This is a story of a forgotten world, and how its silence is the loudest lesson of all. It tells us that what we often seek in noise and speed and busyness can often be found in the stillness. It's a rediscovery of wisdom, a powerful reminder that our own greatest strength is often found in the most quiet moments of reflection. The contrast between this deep silence and the constant noise of our own lives is stark. It's a powerful juxtaposition that can lead to a quiet transformation. It's a chance to ask ourselves if we are truly living or if we are just rushing. And this quiet, gentle question is a source of immense inner power and a path to true freedom. The feeling of standing in that room, now so empty, brings a sense of bittersweetness. Sadness for the loss of a life, but a deep wonder at the legacy that remains. It's a powerful reminder that every one of us leaves behind an echo of our kindness, our courage, our struggles, our quiet strength. This is an unyielding and timeless truth. This is a tale of a peaceful existence that was tragically interrupted, but a legacy that was not erased. It's a story of how a life, in all its ordinariness, can leave a profound mark on the world. It's a powerful lesson in making the most of the moments we have, and living with purpose and with grace. This is a story of a historical truth, a truth that is so simple and so clear. The noise of the world will pass, the conflicts will fade, the suffering will end. But the silence, the deep, profound peace, will always be there, waiting for us to find it, waiting for us to return to it. The silence of this room is a form of healing. It soothes our restless thoughts, calms our anxious spirit, and helps us to find a sense of peace. It's a gentle form of therapy, a kind of ancient practice that connects us to a timeless tradition of finding solace in stillness. This is a story of how a single empty room can teach us more about our own lives than 1,000 books. It's a lesson in simplicity, in mindfulness, and in the power of being present. It is an epic journey into the quietest corners of our own hearts. And as you stand there, just listening to the silence, you can feel a sense of profound calm washing over you. It's the kind of peace that settles deep in your bones, that stays with you long after you've left. This is a gift, a powerful piece of ancient knowledge. The silence is a form of communication. It tells us that these people lived, that they laughed, that they loved. It tells us that they were here. And in that simple, powerful truth, we find a deep sense of connection, a sense of shared humanity that transcends time and space. This is an unyielding story of human survival. It's a story of how a home, even when it is just an empty space, can be a symbol of resilience, of hope, and of the enduring spirit of a community. It's a testament to the unyielding strength that is at the core of our being. The contrast between the chaos of the city's end and the profound peace of this room now is a powerful message. It reminds us that even after the stormiest of trials and tribulations, a kind of calm can settle in, a kind of stillness, a kind of peace. The silence of this room, so full of untold tales, is an invitation to be still, to be present, and to listen to the whispers of a forgotten world. It's a call to a deeper form of living, one that is more intentional, more mindful, and more connected to our deep roots. This is a story of finding light in the darkness, not through a grand, dramatic event, but through a quiet, almost imperceptible shift in our own awareness. It's about finding hope in the empty spaces, in the moments of profound quiet. This is a story of transformation. The room, once a hub of activity, is now a sanctuary of stillness. And it teaches us that we too can transform our own spaces, our own moments, into something sacred, something peaceful, something timeless. The feeling of being in this room, a place of silent battles and quiet struggles, is a testament to the fact that we are all on a journey of overcoming. It's a reminder that we are all striving for something more, for something better, and that we have the courage and the fortitude to get there. The silence of this room is a powerful piece of ancient knowledge, a knowledge that tells us that true strength is not always loud. It can be found in the stillness, in the quiet, in the deep peace that comes from being truly present in the moment. The empty space is not a symbol of loss, but a symbol of possibility. It is a canvas on which our own imaginations can paint a story, A story of a community that was vibrant, a life that was full, a legacy that endures. This is a powerful, unyielding story. The silence of this room is a form of empowerment. It gives us the space to think, to feel, to be, without the constant demands of the outside world. It reminds us that our own inner power is something to be cherished and protected. This is a story about the deep roots of our humanity. It's a story about how a simple room, now so silent, can connect us to our ancient past, to our forgotten heroes, and to our shared, beautiful, and sometimes tragic human experience. The silence in this room is a form of courage. The courage to be still in a world that demands constant motion. The courage to be quiet in a world that demands constant noise. This is a lesson in life, and it is a timeless one. The feeling of this place is a kind of grace. It is a feeling of being at peace with the past, with the present, and with our own journey. It's a feeling that tells us that we are exactly where we are supposed to be. The silence of this room, so full of untold tales, is an invitation. An invitation to be still, to be present, and to listen to the whispers of a forgotten world. It's a call to a deeper form of living, one that is more intentional, more mindful, and more connected to our deep roots. This is a story of finding light in the darkness, not through a grand, dramatic event, but through a quiet, almost imperceptible shift in our own awareness. It's about finding hope in the empty spaces, in the moments of profound quiet. This is a story of transformation. The room, once a hub of activity, is now a sanctuary of stillness. And it teaches us that we too can transform our own spaces, our own moments, into something sacred, something peaceful, something timeless. The feeling of being in this room, a place of silent battles and quiet struggles, is a testament to the fact that we are all on a journey of overcoming. It's a reminder that we are all striving for something more, for something better, and that we have the courage and the fortitude to get there. The silence of this room is a powerful piece of ancient knowledge, a knowledge that tells us that true strength is not always loud. It can be found in the stillness, in the quiet, in the deep peace that comes from being truly present in the moment. The empty space is not a symbol of loss, but a symbol of possibility. It is a canvas on which our own imaginations can paint a story of a community that was vibrant, a life that was full, a legacy that endures. This is a powerful, unyielding story. The silence of this room is a form of empowerment. It gives us the space to think, to feel, to be, without the constant demands of the outside world. It reminds us that our own inner power is something to be cherished and protected, and it is in this deep silence, in this profound quiet, that we can feel a shared moment in time, a timeless connection to the past. The silence of that room, so profound and so full of stories, has settled over us, hasn't it? It has prepared the way for something truly special, something that transcends the simple act of looking at old things. It's a moment when the barrier between past and present just seems to disappear. You feel a connection, a profound sense of shared humanity that makes you realize that their epic journey, their struggles and triumphs, their everyday life is a part of your own. This is a timeless truth. Imagine yourself in that room now. The simple clay bowls are on the floor. The oil lamp is on a small pedestal. You can almost feel the air moving around you. But it's not just you. Imagine the last person who stood in that exact spot, who reached for a bowl to eat or lit the lamp as the sun set. This is a powerful, almost mystical moment, a direct connection to a forgotten hero, to a resilient soul who faced an unforgiving fate with quiet strength. This is a story of community. The people of Pompeii were not so different from us. They had their own small rituals, their own routines, their own ways of finding joy and peace in the midst of life's struggles. The simple act of eating from a bowl, of lighting a lamp, connects us to their daily lives, to their traditions, to the deep roots of our shared human heritage. It's a tale of how we are all a part of a larger whole, a continuous narrative of endurance. The feeling of this connection is unyielding. It's a feeling that tells you that you are not alone, that even though the world can sometimes feel so isolated and full of conflict, we are all part of a larger story, a collective legacy of overcoming adversity. It's a powerful lesson in empathy, a form of ancient knowledge that can only be taught through this kind of deep, personal reflection. This is a tale of courage. The courage to live, to love, to create, even in a world that was so unpredictable. The people of Pompeii didn't know what was coming, but they kept living. They kept making beautiful things. They kept holding on to their traditions. This is a story of hope, a testament to the fact that even in the face of what seems like an immense tragedy, the human spirit can find a way to thrive, to survive. How do we create these shared moments in our own lives? It's simple. We can start by being more present when we're with the people we care about. When you're sharing a meal, put your phone away. Look at the people around you. Feel the connection. This is a timeless practice, a form of quiet strength that has always been the foundation of our communities. It's a way of honoring our deep roots. Another way is to simply share a story. We are all storytellers, and our stories are what connect us to one another. You don't have to tell a big, dramatic tale. You can just share a small memory, a small moment of struggle, a small moment of triumph. This is a form of communication that transcends time and that builds a sense of profound connection. This is a story of transformation. The simple objects in that room, once just a part of a daily routine, have now become a sacred artifact, a source of deep reflection and ancient knowledge. This is a beautiful lesson about how everything in our lives, even the most mundane things, can be transformed into something more meaningful with a change in perspective. The feeling of being in this room, a place of silent battles and quiet struggles, is a testament to the fact that we are all on a journey of overcoming. It's a reminder that we are all striving for something more, for something better, and that we have the courage and the fortitude to get there. The silence of this room is a powerful piece of ancient knowledge, a knowledge that tells us that true strength is not always loud. It can be found in the stillness, in the quiet, in the deep peace that comes from being truly present in the moment. The empty space is not a symbol of loss, but a symbol of possibility. It is a canvas on which our own imaginations can paint a story of a community that was vibrant, a life that was full, a legacy that endures. This is a powerful, unyielding story. The silence of this room is a form of empowerment. It gives us the space to think, to feel, to be, without the constant demands of the outside world. It reminds us that our own inner power is something to be cherished and protected. And it is in this deep silence, in this profound quiet, that we can feel a shared moment in time, a timeless connection to the past. This is a story about the deep roots of our humanity. It's a story about how a simple room, now so silent, can connect us to our ancient past, to our forgotten heroes, and to our shared, beautiful, and sometimes tragic human experience. The feeling of being in this room, a place of silent battles and quiet struggles, is a testament to the fact that we are all on a journey of overcoming. It's a reminder that we are all striving for something more, for something better, and that we have the courage and the fortitude to get there. The silence of this room is a powerful piece of ancient knowledge, a knowledge that tells us that true strength is not always loud. It can be found in the stillness, in the quiet, in the deep peace that comes from being truly present in the moment. The empty space is not a symbol of loss, but a symbol of possibility. It is a canvas on which our own imaginations can paint a story of a community that was vibrant, a life that was full, a legacy that endures. This is a powerful, unyielding story. The silence of this room is a form of empowerment. It gives us the space to think, to feel, to be, without the constant demands of the outside world. It reminds us that our own inner power is something to be cherished and protected. And it is in this deep silence, in this profound quiet, that we can feel a shared moment in time, a timeless connection to the past. This is a story about the deep roots of our humanity. It's a story about how a simple room, now so silent, can connect us to our ancient past, to our forgotten heroes, and to our shared, beautiful, and sometimes tragic human experience. The feeling of being in this room, a place of silent battles and quiet struggles, is a testament to the fact that we are all on a journey of overcoming. It's a reminder that we are all striving for something more, for something better, and that we have the courage and the fortitude to get there. The silence of this room is a powerful piece of ancient knowledge, a knowledge that tells us that true strength is not always loud. It can be found in the stillness, in the quiet, in the deep peace that comes from being truly present in the moment. The empty space is not a symbol of loss, but a symbol of possibility. It is a canvas on which our own imaginations can paint a story of a community that was vibrant, a life that was full, a legacy that endures. This is a powerful, unyielding story. The silence of this room is a form of empowerment. It gives us the space to think, to feel, to be, without the constant demands of the outside world. It reminds us that our own inner power is something to be cherished and protected. And it is in this deep silence, in this profound quiet, that we can feel a shared moment in time, a timeless connection to the past. This is a story about the deep roots of our humanity. It's a story about how a simple room, now so silent, can connect us to our ancient past, to our forgotten heroes, and to our shared, beautiful, and sometimes tragic human experience. The feeling of being in this room, a place of silent battles and quiet struggles, is a testament to the fact that we are all on a journey of overcoming. It's a reminder that we are all striving for something more, for something better, and that we have the courage and the fortitude to get there. The silence of this room is a powerful piece of ancient knowledge, a knowledge that tells us that true strength is not always loud. It can be found in the stillness, in the quiet, in the deep peace that comes from being truly present in the moment. The empty space is not a symbol of loss, but a symbol of possibility. It is a canvas on which our own imaginations can paint a story of a community that was vibrant, a life that was full, a legacy that endures. This is a powerful, unyielding story. The silence of this room is a form of empowerment. It gives us the space to think, to feel, to be, without the constant demands of the outside world. It reminds us that our own inner power is something to be cherished and protected. And it is in this deep silence, in this profound quiet, that we can feel a shared moment in time, a timeless connection to the past. The feeling of being in this room, a place of silent battles and quiet struggles, is a testament to the fact that we are all on a journey of overcoming. It's a reminder that we are all striving for something more, for something better, and that we have the courage and the fortitude to get there. The silence of this room is a powerful piece of ancient knowledge, a knowledge that tells us that true strength is not always loud. It can be found in the stillness, in the quiet, in the deep peace that comes from being truly present in the moment. The empty space is not a symbol of loss, but a symbol of possibility. It is a canvas on which our own imaginations can paint a story of a community that was vibrant, a life that was full, a legacy that endures. This is a powerful, unyielding story. The silence of this room is a form of empowerment. It gives us the space to think, to feel, to be, without the constant demands of the outside world. It reminds us that our own inner power is something to be cherished and protected. And it is, in this deep silence, in this profound quiet, that we can feel a shared moment in time, a timeless connection to the past. This feeling is not meant to be held. It is a legacy meant to be passed on, a message that endures. We've felt the deep quiet. We've shared a timeless moment with a lost community. Now, as the sun moves higher and the day fully awakens over these silent ruins, we are left to contemplate the final, most profound lesson of all, the lasting legacy. This is a story of endurance, a testament to the unyielding power of history and the quiet work of those who preserve it. The city of Pompeii, in all its preserved silence, is a monument to a simple yet epic truth, that nothing is ever truly lost. The secrets of this place were not meant to be found in a hurry. They were meant to be revealed slowly, gently, with immense care and reverence. The archaeologists, with their humble tools and their quiet strength, are the guardians of this legacy. Their work is a form of ancient practice, a tireless act of preservation that ensures these stories of struggle, survival, and community are never truly forgotten. This is a tale of fortitude. This lasting legacy is not just for scholars or historians. It is for us. It is for you. It's an unyielding message of hope, a powerful reminder that even after immense suffering and an unforgiving fate, a community's story can endure. The beauty of their art, the simplicity of their tools, the wisdom of their traditions, it all speaks to us today, connecting us to our deep roots and our shared human heritage. The city of Pompeii, in its stillness, offers us a form of deep reflection. It is a symbol of a legacy that was not about fame or glory, but about the simple, everyday life. The people here weren't grand heroes or kings. They were ordinary people, and their story, in its profound truth, is just as powerful, just as timeless as any myth. This is a historical truth that can transform our perspective on what truly matters in life. How do we create our own lasting legacy? It's not about building monuments or becoming famous. It's about the small, kind actions we take every day. It's about the love we give, the compassion we show, the courage we find in our own quiet battles. These are the things that endure, the things that leave an echo in the hearts of others. A simple act of kindness can be a more powerful legacy than any grand achievement. This is a powerful lesson in inner power. You don't need to be wealthy or powerful to leave a mark on the world. You just need to be a good person, to live with purpose, to show resilience in the face of your own trials and tribulations. This is a form of empowerment that has always been available to us, a profound piece of ancient knowledge. The feeling of standing in these ruins is a beautiful form of connection. It's a feeling of being a part of a long, epic journey, a continuous chain of humanity. It's a reminder that we are not alone, that we have an entire history of people who faced their own struggles and found a way to overcome. This is an unyielding source of strength. The legacy of Pompeii is also a testament to the fact that we can learn from the darkness. The hardship, the tragedy, is all a part of the story, but it is not the whole story. The legacy is also about the hope, the beauty, the resilience, and the simple, enduring wisdom that the city and its people left behind. This is a story of finding light in the darkest places. This is a story about the rediscovery of wisdom. The wisdom of a slower pace, of appreciating the small, ordinary things, of finding peace in stillness. This wisdom was not lost. It was simply buried, waiting for the right time, the right moment, and the right people to find it and to bring it back to light. This is a tale of a peaceful existence that was tragically interrupted, but a legacy that was not erased. It's a story of how a life, in all its ordinariness, can leave a profound mark on the world. It's a powerful lesson in making the most of the moments we have, and living with purpose and with grace. The feeling of being in that room, a place of silent battles and quiet struggles, is a testament to the fact that we are all on a journey of overcoming. It's a reminder that we are all striving for something more, for something better, and that we have the courage and the fortitude to get there. The silence of this room is a powerful piece of ancient knowledge, a knowledge that tells us that true strength is not always loud. It can be found in the stillness, in the quiet, in the deep peace that comes from being truly present in the moment. The empty space is not a symbol of loss, but a symbol of possibility. It is a canvas on which our own imaginations can paint a story of a community that was vibrant, a life that was full, a legacy that endures. This is a powerful, unyielding story. The silence of this room is a form of empowerment. It gives us the space to think, to feel, to be, without the constant demands of the outside world. It reminds us that our own inner power is something to be cherished and protected. And it is in this deep silence, in this profound quiet, that we can feel a shared moment in time, a timeless connection to the past. This is a story about the deep roots of our humanity. It's a story about how a simple room, now so silent, can connect us to our ancient past, to our forgotten heroes, and to our shared, beautiful, and sometimes tragic human experience. The feeling of being in this room, a place of silent battles and quiet struggles, is a testament to the fact that we are all on a journey of overcoming. It's a reminder that we are all striving for something more, for something better, and that we have the courage and the fortitude to get there. The silence of this room is a powerful piece of ancient knowledge, a knowledge that tells us that true strength is not always loud. It can be found in the stillness, in the quiet, in the deep peace that comes from being truly present in the moment. The empty space is not a symbol of loss, but a symbol of possibility. It is a canvas on which our own imaginations can paint a story of a community that was vibrant, a life that was full, a legacy that endures. This is a powerful, unyielding story. The silence of this room is a form of empowerment. It gives us the space to think, to feel, to be, without the constant demands of the outside world. It reminds us that our own inner power is something to be cherished and protected. And it is in this deep silence, in this profound quiet, that we can feel a shared moment in time, a timeless connection to the past. The feeling of being in this room, a place of silent battles and quiet struggles, is a testament to the fact that we are all on a journey of overcoming. It's a reminder that we are all striving for something more, for something better, and that we have the courage and the fortitude to get there. The silence of this room is a powerful piece of ancient knowledge, a knowledge that tells us that true strength is not always loud. It can be found in the stillness, in the quiet, in the deep peace that comes from being truly present in the moment. The empty space is not a symbol of loss, but a symbol of possibility. It is a canvas on which our own imaginations can paint a story of a community that was vibrant, a life that was full, a legacy that endures. This is a powerful, unyielding story. The silence of this room is a form of empowerment. It gives us the space to think, to feel, to be, without the constant demands of the outside world. It reminds us that our own inner power is something to be cherished and protected. And it is in this deep silence, in this profound quiet, that we can feel a shared moment in time, a timeless connection to the past. This is a story about the deep roots of our humanity. It's a story about how a simple room, now so silent, can connect us to our ancient past, to our forgotten heroes, and to our shared, beautiful, and sometimes tragic human experience. The feeling of being in this room, a place of silent battles and quiet struggles, is a testament to the fact that we are all on a journey of overcoming. It's a reminder that we are all striving for something more, for something better, and that we have the courage and the fortitude to get there. The silence of this room is a powerful piece of ancient knowledge, a knowledge that tells us that true strength is not always loud. It can be found in the stillness, in the quiet, in the deep peace that comes from being truly present in the moment. The empty space is not a symbol of loss, but a symbol of possibility. It is a canvas on which our own imaginations can paint a story of a community that was vibrant, a life that was full, a legacy that endures. This is a powerful, unyielding story. The silence of this room is a form of empowerment. It gives us the space to think, to feel, to be, without the constant demands of the outside world. It reminds us that our own inner power is something to be cherished and protected. And it is in this deep silence, in this profound quiet, that we can feel a shared moment in time, a timeless connection to the past. This feeling is not meant to be held. It is a legacy meant to be passed on, a message that endures. The city sleeps, and so do we, in the silent, patient embrace of time.